What's your goal for this year? Tear my ACL. Yes.
That's when that ACL tear.
Oh, my ACL.
Real quick, say something.
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 All right, we're good. I don't even have that one. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Sports Outside the Box. It's our first live podcast. Pretty much excited to do it. Finally, we're not sitting here doing everything on a phone.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's kind of weird.
It is definitely weird. And we're going to record for the people at home, so we'll probably get this one up on YouTube or something. So if you want to watch it, you can stay tuned for that. But, fellas, how are y'all doing?
Good, man. I'm good. I can't complain. Yep.
Doing all right.
That's good.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Oh, and everybody, Jarrell is back. You're going to hear that in the intro as well, but Jarrell is back. What is your third show?
Is it my third show?
Third or
I
fourth.
think it's your third or fourth show.
Something like that.
True. The current champ. What's it called?
Forgot.
Oh, yeah. It was PAT. Points,
yeah.
Points after true.
Yeah, that's in the past.
That's in the past.
I don't talk about that because I never won.
You lost all time.
I tied though.
We should have brought it back just for today. I might just pull up some questions. 3 questions just for you guys to go head to head.
If he wants to lose, it's up to him.
Ryan,
Oh,
what did you just say?
What is your record right now?
Like I said before, that's in the past.
Ryan was what? 0-1 and
I have like 2 ties or something like that. I have like 2 losses, 2 ties, and no wins.
absolutely horrific.
It's terrible.
But guys, so we're finally back in football mode. We're finally can praise God because the football gods have shown their light on us once again. But the Hall of Fame game
Was trash.
but no, not really. But it was a good defensive game, especially with my man Ben Kirk.
I don't know. The way I look at like all Hall of Fame games is it's always gonna be like a defensive game because like it's always like
Everyone sucks.
Everything's super vanilla.
Even the second string players don't even always play on these games because it's the 5th game. So like we're gonna have extra reps for these 3rd or 4th string guys who are not too sharp to see what they do. So you're gonna see a lot of mistakes, fumble snaps, or missed blocks, missed assignments, bad throws or whatever it is, and that's kind of what we saw from a certain part of it. Your boy Matt Schaub did not look too good.
Your third string though.
Oh, Mr. Banker.
He was
Matt,
good.
He was on.
They said, Matt Schaub, you're a second string. Come on. Get off the floor.
Matt
He was
Schaub.
tired.
He was 4-14 for 10 yards and 1 pick. But then your boy, Kurt, he was 19 for 34 and 185 yards and 1 touchdown. That's some pretty good numbers right
I'm
there.
telling you, the Hall of Fame.
And he ran for 17 yards on one carry.
Yeah, I saw that. Man, that first down play was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to compete for that second job, I think. I mean, Matt Schaub, he's old, man. They don't really need him.
Yeah,
How old is
the
Matt
fact
Schaub?
that He's like 36, 37.
He's old.
Remember,
He ain't the same player he was in Houston.
He's been in the league since like 2004, 2003, 2004.
I still think it's funny he came back to the Falcons after that's like where he started.
That's where he's going to retire.
Probably the Falcons.
Yeah, he's going to retire there. He is not going to get another
I-
job.
I'd retire as a Texan, if anything.
God forbid that man gets cut.
Hey, speaking of retiring, remember we were talking about last week how Steven Jackson retired as a Ram?
Yeah. Oh,
Do you see?
terrible.
Do you see?
He got drug tested.
He got drug tested on a 1-day contract. They tried to drug test him. What kind of crap is that?
I would refuse.
He told him.
He did.
He said thanks, but I'm not going to report this. I'm retired. Like I don't need to do this. Like
I'm retired today.
That's so dumb.
I can't believe that. Like on a 1-day contract, literally you're not doing anything other than signing paper. He took a handoff, from in practice.
That's why they tried to drug test him.
He looked too good.
It's
Drug
like,
testing.
Like, hey man, you look a little stocky right now.
Okay, so what if he fails the test? What are they going to do? Fine him? What do you want?
Suspend him.
Suspended?
Let's say he'll be suspended.
Suspended.
He'll be suspended apparently. So that's the stupid stuff. Like they drug test people on random stuff all the time. Like I remember a couple years ago, it was some punter. I forget who it was. It might have even been Pat McAfee. It was some punter. He had a really long, big punt.
It was McAfee.
Yeah, and they drug tested him like the next day because they're like, "How you do?" It's like,
It was McAfee.
yeah. I mean, I can't believe that. It's because someone is.
You remember when they drug tested Matt Bosher because how he hit Kenyon Barner from the Panthers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
When Kenyon Barner trying to come up on the kickoff and then
I've always liked Matt Bosher.
Yeah, Matt Bosher hit him with a suplex. And then he got drug tested.
God forbid they just actually know how to play football, make plays and stuff, and like, no. You gotta get drug tested because obviously you're doing too much.
This looks out of your position skills.
Yeah.
Coming back, please.
Awful.
You're looking awfully swole right now. Is that for some unknown reason?
Punters don't look like that.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Tressway does.
Tressway.
That's because he's the best punter in the league, though.
Yeah, that's true. Tressway is probably the GOAT punters.
I don't think so.
We're going to see plenty of him this preseason and probably in the regular season, too. So.
He's our best player.
Yeah, you're not gonna see him at all.
Name me another punter that had 0 touchbacks for a whole year as a punter.
I probably could. I can't do it.
I've never heard of it. He's the only one.
Franchise player.
Franchise player. He deserves a franchise tag or a big contract.
Mm-hmm.
Franchise player.
Franchise player.
Like
Get me started.
You know how in Madden games they always show like players from that team or like their highlights from a certain team.
Yeah.
Tressway punting ball. That's what you see from this year's Madden.
Name someone better on the squad.
I can't.
Exactly.
But I'm telling you, you're not gonna see Tressway all of preseason because my man Dwayne Haskins is about to light it up.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Do you think he's gonna play this week?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's definitely playing this week.
He might not play.
I wouldn't be
surprised if he doesn't play.
I would
better.
Because who's playing then? Colt McCoy, Case.
Colt, Case, and they got Woodrum that they got from the AF. Like,
so my thing is, Dwayne it doesn't sound like Dwayne Haskins started. It doesn't.
No,
he's third string right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not playing. So that means what's his name gonna sit out? Case Keenum should be sitting out.
Well, so what
he is not good enough to be sitting out. All 3 of them should play.
Yeah. Well, what they're gonna do?
Week 1.
Yes.
They don't even start the defenses week 1. So Case Keenum going against second string guys. Like, what does that mean?
Yes. Because he's a brand new player. Is he under a new playbook?
Yeah, it's only
exactly. So he's going to need reps.
He's learning on
not a franchise quarterback either.
Look, this is what they're going to play at least 3 quarterbacks. Dwayne Haskins might play. I'm not sure if he will or not. He might not play at all either. But
this is my question: Why would you keep Dwayne Haskins out?
Let's think about this. So the offensive line this training camp has not looked good. So
the boys will get hit regardless.
So why would you put it's the Patrick Ramsey effect or the David Carr effect? Why would you put him out there and just take shot after shot and get scared? You get behind the line, get hit too many times. He's not used to this. Ohio State, he stood, in that pocket, nice clean pocket. He never really had too much pressure.
He did.
In the preseason, it's not gonna be like that. There's gonna be miscommunications. There's gonna be missed assignments, and the same thing for him. He's still learning everything. He's learning protections. He's learning if he needs to slide a line on one side or the other. So can he recognize the blitz on certain things? Is someone come in untouched? I mean, it could be a lot of things that could go wrong for him that make him mentally take a step back.
But my thing is, if Drew Lock played terrible, and they said clearly this is why they kept saying that he wasn't ready. Like, if you saw his performance, he's not ready. He looks terrible. He doesn't look up to par. He's playing. Oh, he played, and he's playing again this week. Daniel Jones is playing. So I'm like, why wouldn't Dwayne Haskins play?
I mean, he could play. I mean, he might. I think he's a 50-50 shot he plays, but at the same time, he's not going to start week 1 as of right now, right? Because he's not. I know that for training camp so far. He has some moments that he looked really good, and there's some moments he looked really bad. I mean, he had one day last week where he said it was easily the best performance out of any of the QBs for the whole training camp. But then after that, they said he hasn't looked nearly the same. And that's just him learning everything and all that. So he's not going to play week 1. So you need to put the other QBs out there. They know have it, and we'll probably start whether it's Colt or Case and see what they can do, see what you like, see what works for them, and get some kind of rhythm. I think that's what kind of needs to happen. The first game doesn't matter anyways. All the starters.
I think every game matters for a rookie though. I think he needs as much reps as possible. If I was the coach, I would have him play, but as soon as he gets hit, he's out.
Well, what they could probably do, which a lot of teams are going to do, they have 4 quarterbacks on the roster, so they could each take a quarter, or they could do.
They're not going to do that.
They might do that.
I can see them doing that.
They could do that.
Jay has
week one. I can't see them doing that week one.
I mean, if the starters only, they might not even play at all. If they don't even play a series, then why not just?
What I think Case Keenum comes in. He plays about two series. That's it. That'll be it for him. Dwayne Haskins. I think Dwayne Haskins could probably play the whole third quarter. Maybe you had the other guy play the whole fourth quarter. But whoever Colt McCoy, I can see Colt McCoy. Well, I wouldn't be shocked if he played the remaining of the first and played the second. I wouldn't be surprised with that.
They might just have him play just to have the crowd.
Because Case, I can't see you playing like your starting quarterback like the whole time. It just doesn't happen.
But they don't know the starting quarterback yet, though. That's the thing.
I think it's Case.
I think it's Colt. I think Colt's gonna be the starter week one.
I can't. If it's Colt McCoy, I'm just finished.
Well, let's think about this. Case hasn't really separated himself from any of the QBs. Nobody has separated himself at all. So what is important for Jay right now is we know Colt knows his offense very well. He's been in the league, this offense for about 5 years. He knows all the calls. He knows all the hot routes. He knows all the protections, audibles, anything like that. He knows everything. He knows Jay's system. And the way he goes to the line and sets everything up is a lot smoother and faster, a better tempo than a Case Keenum or Dwayne Haskins, because they're still learning this system on the fly.
This is true.
So when you think about it, the first 4 games of the season for Redskins are going to be tough. At least 4 or 5 games. So you want someone that knows, at least mentally, is going to be ready to do these things. Now, if he has some turnovers, that's possible because Colt is prone to do that, but so is Case Keenum, and Dwayne Haskins could be the same way. So the way I look at it is you have at least someone that's more mentally prepared to go with these games and get in different situations. 2-minute offense. Trying to do up tempo stuff or whatever. I think you go with someone that knows the system better.
My thing is you have Colt McCoy who's been on the bench. You have Case Keenum who's been playing. He's been starting for 2 years or 3 years now in a row.
Mm-hmm.
He's accustomed to starting. I think he's more. I'm not gonna say he's more adept to picking out defenses than Colt McCoy. I'm not gonna say that, but he's been starting, so I feel like he's more ready right now. Colt McCoy might get in there and just be like, man, I'm still not loose. I'm not used to stepping back out here like this. Case Keenum, he's been doing it for 3 years now. And then he's threw for 3,600 yards, 3,800 yards. He's right there getting almost in that 4,000 yard mark. He's slinging that ball.
Yeah, but he threw for a decent amount of yards with Denver, but his touchdown interception ratio wasn't good.
Well, the Vikings, it was.
And he had better weapons.
I would look decent with Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, Kyle Rudolph, Dalvin Cook. Latavius Murray.
Don't you ever say Latavius Murray.
Latavius Murray's not bad.
He's decent.
Yeah.
No, I don't like him.
He's better than Eo Smith.
Shots fired.
Pew pew. I'm just saying, man, when it comes to Jay, he doesn't like mental mistakes, even though he has plenty of them himself. He doesn't like it. Colt's going to be the one who knows his offense and can get everybody set. He's going to know. If he sees something, he can fix it, and he knows how to make plays too.
Listening to y'all too made me realize this team is gonna be god awful.
The defense is gonna look good though. The offense.
I'm excited to see the defense.
The defense.
I know they're not gonna put the defense out there week one, which is very unfortunate. I just want to see what that line's gonna do.
I would like to say, remember my prediction of this team going 6-10. I would like to change it to 3-13.
Remember when I said they could potentially make the playoffs?
That's
not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we lost our left tackle too. We got an old.
We don't know yet, though. We don't know that situation yet. It's not looking good, though.
It definitely doesn't look good.
But it doesn't look. Well, it doesn't look terrible.
I'm just glad.
I think they're gonna force him back.
They have. They don't have to do anything. He's gonna be fine, and they don't have to trade him or nothing.
Yeah, he might just play.
He might have to play at least for a year.
Sit out. He might sit out too.
He could, but he's gonna keep getting fined. That's up to him.
Yeah, he's gonna lose a whole bunch.
But then we also have to remember this man gets injured every game.
I don't know if that's Trent's fault though. I do think there's something weird in that facility.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like you're sitting there like I might have to take the fines. I just might have to take the fine. Like, I'm getting hurt every game. I can't stay healthy.
But look at it this way.
I don't think you could just fire a whole medical staff just like that.
No, they can't. Yeah, that takes
I
time.
might do it this next offseason, but like you can't just do it.
Maybe, but you also gotta look at it on the financial side of it. Trent is on. He's 31, going 32. He's not gonna get a huge contract anywhere. He'll get a good contract. He's not gonna get a huge one. So if he sits out a whole year, he gets fined every game, every practice he misses, every day he's not there. He's losing more and more money. Yeah. So he's not really gaining too much if he's doing all this. It's not gonna be a Le'Veon Bell situation where he's gonna get a brand new high-paid contract like that. He's at the bottom end of his career, even though he's still playing at a good, pretty high level.
If he wasn't injury prone, he probably would have gotten a better contract.
He probably got a better contract, or there would have been more trade value to say maybe we should trade him. Because then if Antonio Brown's getting traded for like a 5th round pick or whatever it is, Trent Williams is not gonna get. You're not gonna get a whole bunch of Trent Williams. Yeah. You might get a mid-round pick at best, a 3rd round pick. But is that really worth it?
No.
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying. So like, for the Redskins side of it, I understand it, but
just keep doing what you're doing, Redskins.
Yeah. But I mean, who knows? It's gonna be interesting. I still think Colts could be the starter. No, Donald Penn at left tackle, which is not the worst thing in the world. He was a Pro Bowler 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He's the best left tackle. He's the second best left tackle now, other than Trent Williams.
Yep.
So we got Jerron Christian.
You can't start him yet. I mean, they're gonna put Wes Martin at left guard. That's what I think. And then the rest of the lines could be on the middle of the right side could be solid, more than solid because Morgan Moses is healthy.
I don't understand why Eric Flowers is still on the team. He's even turntable.
They've been saying how terrible he's been and everything. He just doesn't have the footwork. He can't bend right. He can't play. He definitely can't play tackle.
Resign Charlotte Val.
I don't want Charlotte Val either. I don't want either of them.
At least he knows the system. I'll just resign him.
Yeah, but he's only worth 2 games.
Yeah.
You want to give him money for 2 games?
2 games is better.
We literally just drafted 2 guards for a reason. I'd rather have the young guards.
But they are most likely starting. We need depth. We need more bodies. We need as much bodies as possible.
With our injury history the last 2 years, we need as many bodies we can get.
Well, I completely agree. The Falcons need bodies on defense as well.
Yeah, you guys lost somebody the other day, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, we lost Ben Kurt and we lost because they said Ben Kurt. They said that toe injury is serious.
The quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh, he got hurt?
Mm-hmm. It's a serious toe injury.
I didn't know that.
It's terrible. I was like, man, that's what they were saying. Between him and Matt Schaub, they were competing for the backup gig, and now it's gonna be Matt Schaub.
Yeah, it's gonna be Matt Schaub.
He looks terrible. Damn.
Well,
10 yards.
Preseason doesn't mean everything, especially a game like this where there's nobody that knows what the heck they're doing on the field. I mean,
he looked good though, and just to get injured.
That's true.
Kurt's from Maryland.
I didn't know that. Where from?
Baltimore.
Hey.
I mean, he's a big one boy.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him.
Y'all root for him now.
I'm rooting for
him. You know what we're rooting for? Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Low key, man. Why everyone's been dogging him? Like, I want him to prove the haters wrong.
They've been saying he throws a really good deep ball. Like they said, he's throwing dimes in training camp. Like not all the time, but he's throwing. There's some balls.
So he's your boy?
No, he's not my boy.
He's not your boy.
He's thrown 2 interceptions already to the same person. They call the guy his nemesis.
That's fine. I mean, Case Keenum's been picked off by Landon Collins 3 or 4 times this training camp. That don't mean nothing.
But that's Landon Collins.
Speaking of Landon Collins, he's a god on Madden.
Is he?
Yes.
Is he wearing a headband like he does in real life? That's all I ever see when he does like interviews and stuff. All he has like the little bandana on.
He legit forced like 10 fumbles on Madden. It's crazy.
That's insane.
I'm drafting him.
Was that near the league you're playing? The little league you were talking about?
No, it's a franchise. It's a franchise.
Let's say for week 1, what are the games like you guys are excited to see?
Let's see, the thing with week 1 is like I'm not gonna see a whole bunch of people play. I mean, maybe some rookies. I like to see the starters play. So like, I'm more excited for week 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are the best ones because week 2 they play like a quarter.
Yeah, the starters. Yeah.
And then like week 3 they play at least a half. Week 4 they don't play at all. But week 1 they might play a series or two. So
hopefully.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see I would like to see Aaron Rodgers play, but he's not going to play at all. You know what? I'd like to see the Buccaneers with that Bruce Arians, new coach, new offensive system. See if James Winston plays. They got Mike Evans still out there. Chris Godwin I'm big on this year. OJ Howard.
I know Chris Godwin's definitely playing for preseason.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see that.
I might have to agree with you, Dennis. And the only interesting game is probably the Jets and Giants.
That Jets and Giants game is going to be interesting. Daniel Jones going against. Eli's not playing. That's disrespectful to put Eli.
Yeah, it is.
That's disrespectful.
Even though he's trash now.
He's trash, but that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
He's a two-time champion.
Right.
You can't put him in the preseason week, not week 1. So Daniel Jones has to start, I'm assuming. And then we get to see our boy Quinn Williams, Mr. Bless you.
Darnold might play too. You think he'll play?
No. He might play a series. I think he might play 1 or 2 series.
That'd be fine.
I've seen lots of teams play, quarterbacks because they want to get them in some kind of rhythm and get used to the feel of the game again. Like get hit a couple times, shake the rust off. Get used to getting the timing down in plays against different defenses. So
I want to see Kyler Murray too.
I know.
I am very excited to see that. I need that Murray.
Are we gonna see Nasir Adderley pick him off?
I hope so.
Kyler Murray looks so accurate.
That's what everyone's been saying.
Oh my goodness! I've been watching their little they put out so many training camp videos of Kyler Murray. Oh my goodness, he is slinging it.
Well, he knows our system.
He does know the system, but we already knew he was an accurate passer coming in. But he's throwing some pretty balls to him. He's got a nice tight spiral in it. He throws it right on the money too. He'll throw someone open too. We all saw that Larry Fitzgerald one-handed catch on the sideline.
I said Larry still got it.
He definitely still got it.
He still got it.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, I think the Giants and Jets would be cool. I'm really interested to see the Jets this preseason because I keep hearing how good Sam Darnold's looking. And I was big on Sam Darnold last year in the draft. They said they had a 11-on-11 scrimmage the other day. He threw the ball 15 times, completed 13 of them for 150 yards with 2 touchdowns. And one of them was to our boy James Crowder, who's had on my dynasty.
Dynasty.
I see the Browns too. You think Baker might play?
No, I don't think he plays for a series, and I highly doubt that even happens.
If he does, though, Odell's not going to play.
Odell's not playing.
Jarvis.
We'll see Kareem Hunt play though this whole preseason. He's got to earn his worth.
Yeah.
He's got to show that he's.
But the reason why I'm asking because he's just a second year QB.
Yeah, but it's week 1, and he's proven that he doesn't need to play week 1 in the preseason. He's proven that already.
Yeah, he might play serious, but I agree with you, Drew. He needs more repetitions. He needs more playing time. He's still young. Everyone's big on him this year. He could have a really good year. I just feel like he's gonna have some hiccups.
Who? Baker.
It's like how we keep talking.
We don't
about
have to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like how we have you say about Patrick Mahomes. The defenses know you now. They have tape on you. It's bound for you to take a step back at some point. You're not going to always put up these godly numbers. It's not going to always happen. So same doesn't happen to Baker. But the thing for Baker, I'm tired of calling him Patty Mayonnaise.
I like it.
He's a chosen one.
No.
He is a chosen one.
No.
He is a chosen one.
Whatever you say. But my thing for Baker upgrades. The offense has clearly been upgraded around Baker. So you're throwing an Odell now, and you got Kareem Hunt coming in. You have an older and more wiser David Njoku this season.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he can stop dropping the ball. But man, they really just upgraded all around. And then the defensive side of the ball upgraded the defensive side of the ball. They just might. So they went 7-8-1 last season. They might. I wouldn't be surprised if they went 9-7 or 10-6. I would not be surprised, especially.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if they go 6-10, 7-9.
So kind of like what Philadelphia did when they were trying to add every person in the book.
Well, there's no question that they have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. I mean, they have unquestioned talent, but the thing is, they have a lot of mouths to feed. They have a lot of personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And what if one game goes wrong and there's tension, or there's already a little bit of tension with Duke Johnson, and Baker Mayfield. I mean,
I could see if Odell gets pissed, Baker Mayfield might not like that, and he starts barking back. Yeah. And then there's tension.
Clearly, Baker likes to bark.
Exactly.
That's clear.
Exactly.
So exactly. So they might butt some heads. There might be some issues going on. It might affect him a couple games. And I feel like it's just gonna happen that he's gonna have 2 or 3 good games. I mean, 2 or 3 bad. He's definitely gonna have some good games. But he's gonna have some really bad games too, because teams are gonna have tape on him. It's gonna happen. He's gonna be exposed at some point, and it's gonna, it's gonna happen. They're gonna have to find a way to make it work. But I feel like this is gonna be a year for them to grow more, and it's not gonna be like a playoff year. It's gonna be a playoff run. It'll come down to the end of the year, I feel like, but it's still gonna be coming just a little short.
I'm trying to figure out now, so still training camp, Cowboys, Chargers. It's starting to really hit that Melvin and Ezekiel Elliott aren't playing. Like they want their money.
I hope Zeke don't play.
I'm telling you right now. So what is your expectation for both teams if they both decide I'm sitting out? I want a contract, or
I think the Chargers will be fine. They still got a good defense. They still got a great QE, and they got good enough receivers. Dallas is completely different. I think Dak is not that good, and he proved when Zeke was suspended those 6 games, Dak couldn't do anything.
No.
Like I keep saying, those first 3.
He didn't even throw a touchdown, I don't think, that whole thing.
No, the first 3 games, he didn't have he didn't have a rushing touchdown, he didn't have a passing touchdown, and I don't think he threw for over 200 yards.
But that defense wasn't as good as it was now. It wasn't.
It wasn't. But your running back right now is Alfred Morris.
Yeah, I know.
So you can't run. So if you can't run the ball, that means I can just sit back. We just sit back in pass protection because I can sit back in pass protection. I'm gonna have everybody doubled up.
Yeah.
I'm only rushing 3.
I can see them still making the playoffs. But
the Cowboys.
I don't see Ezekiel Elliott. They ain't making it.
I can see him squeezing.
Zeke's gonna be there, I think. He's gonna be there before the season starts. I really don't see it.
Zeke is too valuable not to pay. He's going to stay. Like the Cowboys would be idiots.
Jerry Jones.
Complete idiots if they let this man go.
Well, I think Jerry already said before, the other day, that he's gonna make something work because he always does. He'll find a way to make it happen. But I mean, you can't be paying Dak $30 million a year. And he should know that. And if he really wants to succeed, if he really wants to be a teammate, do a Tom Brady kind of thing. Take a little bit of a pay cut and say, I want for other players because I want to win, kind of thing. Amari Cooper deserves some money. Zeke does. Dak even deserves some money. But he doesn't deserve $30 million a year.
No, I hope they pay all of them. But how can they afford all of them? They all want top dollar money for their. They all want.
That's what happens. They're not going to keep all of them.
Zeke deserves it.
Yes, Zeke deserves it. Amari Cooper doesn't deserve it.
Amari Cooper
kind of.
Amari Cooper had one good year.
He doesn't deserve the money that he wants.
Yes.
He's had one good year. The 2 previous years, all he was doing was dropping that ball.
He was
leading the league in drops. That's all he was doing.
And Dak is he's an above average quarterback at best. That's
he's barely that.
So I mean, if you think about it, every young quarterback needs a run game. They need a good run game. Zeke helps out in so many ways because it changes the way the defense looks at this offense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say, okay, Zeke's out there, so we need to account for him, or do you say, oh, they have Alfred Morris out there. We don't even need to load the box up. We'll play, a cover 2, cover 3, have people sit back. Because all they have Amari Cooper to throw to, and then they have Jason Witten, who will run for about 5 yards at most, and that's it. And he can be covered pretty easily. They have Allen Hurns got cut. They have Randall Cobb, who's decent, but he's always hurt. He's older.
I like Gallup, though.
Michael Gallup. Yeah, he's made some plays. He made some plays. But still, is that enough to say you're comfortable with how the receivers look?
But then also remember, Ezekiel Elliott is a big part of that passing offense.
Yeah.
He's a very
He
big
caught
part.
like 70 balls last year or something like that.
All-purpose yards over 2,000 last season.
Yep.
I'm like, he's a big part of that passing
And
offense.
he's always been healthy. That's his other thing.
Yeah.
He's never missed a game.
That's a very underrated trade.
Yes, especially for running backs who take as many touches as he gets, and he doesn't get hurt. Like even like we're talking about the Melvin Gordon Zeke thing. Zeke doesn't get hurt. Melvin Gordon has been hurt before, not necessarily huge injuries, but he misses games. Yes, which plays a part in some things sometimes. I can decide playoffs, division titles, all that stuff. Like when they went to the wild card last year, he missed 2 or 3 games last year. That could have helped them get win that division.
Yep.
The year before that, same thing. But it's gonna be interesting to see what they do because Zeke has to report. If he wants to be unrestricted free agent, he has to report soon.
I just don't think he's gonna do it.
So then he becomes a restricted free agent.
I know.
I'm praying to the football gods that he just goes to another team.
I do too because I have him on Dynasty and I would love him so much more.
You saw that. That's the only reason Yannick did.
Yep.
Jaguar. That's the only reason why he reported.
Yep. Because if he didn't, he would be
a restricted free agent.
Exactly. So that plays a big part in it. Zeke. I know Zeke has his off-field issues, but when it comes to him being on the field, you can't deny like the talent he has.
Oh no, you definitely can't.
You just can't.
He's like, he is, in my opinion, the best back in football. Yes, I said better than Saquon Barkley. Ezekiel Elliott is the best back in football.
I can't argue that.
I don't think so, but it's not.
I think if Todd Gurley was healthy, he might be there.
He will never be it again.
No, not with that knee anymore. Le'Veon was one of my favorites. I got
to see what he does.
Yeah, you gotta say Zeke. Even though Saquon only had 1 year under his belt.
Yeah, you can't say. He hasn't proven himself.
I think he's more talented though. I think Saquon's definitely.
He's definitely got more speed.
Yeah, he didn't rush for over 1,000 yards though, which was to be expected because the Giants are terrible. And I doubt he rushes over 1,000 this year.
That's a shame too.
Because you see what's happening to all the other wide receivers with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Latimer's like the number 1 guy right now.
Say it again.
Cody Latimer. Who?
Cody Latimer.
Cody Latimer. The third string guy from Denver.
I just saw an article.
Yeah.
I just saw an article just a few minutes ago. They're talking about how they have Sterling Shepard out there, but they're being careful with them.
They keep the yellow penny on them.
Yeah, because they need somebody out there because they have no one else there to do anything.
They're like, come on, Golden Tate, you're suspended 4 games. You're gonna try to appeal it? It's not gonna happen. PED, he's suspended 4 games. Sterling,
he got hurt, right?
Yeah, fractured his thumb. Knee surgery, which cut the recovery time down by weeks. But then my question still is, how long is the recovery time? Because y'all still haven't told us that. And then Cody Latimer.
True, they still got Ingram at tight end though. Hopefully he breaks out.
He's gonna have to.
He needs to stop dropping the ball too.
He needs to stay healthy too.
And then Cody Latimer said, "I owe it to the Giants fans to play well."
Who said that?
Cody Latimer.
He's been on the team for like a year, and all of a sudden now he owes it to him.
I owe it to the organization and the fans.
You know what?
I was like, boy,
you know what?
You don't even know the best pizza spot yet.
I can respect that.
He doesn't even know the best pizza spot yet.
He's not even guaranteed a roster spot. Yeah, exactly. How are you supposed to
like? He's like, yes, he is. Who else is going to catch the ball, Brian?
Ingram.
They're going to sign him to a 4-year deal today.
He's a franchise player right now.
It makes me feel a little bit better than the Redskins fan. At least I ain't that bad off.
So that means if you lose to the Giants,
we should trade Dawson to the Giants. We might get a hot pick for him.
I saw a thing the other day. It was funny. They had it was an article saying that Cowboys should trade for Adrian Peterson. Because Zeke's out, and Alfred Morris, we already discussed that. And trade for Adrian Peterson. He was a Cowboys fan growing up. He got that line.
It will make sense.
But you think the Redskins would really do that? It would never happen.
Cowboys would really do that?
No.
That's so stupid. Was he trolling or not? That sounds like
It was an actual article. It was like on NFL.com or something.
That was like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Nah, it wouldn't be terrible. That'd be a dynamic duo. Zeke and Adrian Peterson. Good God.
That sounds horrible.
Even once he comes back, though, they're not gonna. He's not
Adrian
gonna.
Peterson wouldn't play at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
He wouldn't play at all.
that's what I'm saying. It's not even a point to that.
Zeke might be the most important player in the NFL.
Because Zeke's a 3-down back.
He's an every down back. Yeah.
The only reason
He slows down fast.
I don't see it.
He's 26, right?
No, he's 23.
Zeke is 26.
That's what I heard. He's like 23, 24. Let's look this up.
Zeke? He's 24, I think.
He is?
Pretty sure.
Because he's the same age. I thought he was the same age as Melvin.
I wish he was 26.
Or would he be 26 at the end of his contract? Is that what I was looking at?
He's 24.
He's 24.
He got drafted
so
really young.
So the end of his contract, he'd be 26. Man, y'all got a long time to go with him.
Okay, you have Christian McCaffrey to worry about for a long time, and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, but they have no
And
wide
Hayden
receivers.
Barbers.
They have no wide receivers.
But we just traded for one of them. A dynasty.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it was your decision. You traded Mike Williams for him. Curtis Samuel.
It was Curtis Samuel.
You better hope he does good.
No, Curtis Samuel will do well.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
You didn't sound too sure this like 2 seconds ago.
No, I'm talking about. I was thinking of what is his name? Is it David? David Moore plays for the Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
I traded for him and David Moore, and I get that Moore. I get DJ Moore and David Moore mixed up. So that's what I just did. But yeah, I traded for David Moore and Curtis Samuel.
Everyone keeps talking about DJ Moore this year, saying that he could be.
But that's what he doing with Curtis Samuels too. That's why I was like, man, Curtis did all right last season. I'll take a risk. Plus, I'm thinking Phillip Rivers will not be in the league in like 2 or 3 years.
Why wouldn't he?
He's like 38.
Brady's 100.
I don't care.
And he just signed a contract extension.
Technically, it was not an extension.
It was a raise.
It was not an extension.
And Phillip Rivers is still playing really well. So, and he's a competitor.
And I'm telling you, they are all.
He's 37. He's still got like at least 3 years.
Him, Tom Brady, any other quarterback over 35 is one injury away from being done.
Yeah, but
Tell me I'm wrong.
with that offensive line, do you really see that happening? And Matt Schaub's still in the league. Then
He's a backup. He doesn't play.
Phillip Rivers could be a backup too.
You think Phillip Rivers is going to want to be a backup after all those years of being a starter?
He don't care. He's still getting the money. He needs it. He has like 100 kids at Durham. He needs as much money as he
He
can.
got like 7, 8 kids.
At least.
He can afford those
He
kids.
got to put all of them through college.
I mean, that's
I
his
hope he has business investments.
I hope so too.
Yeah, look that up.
I don't understand how people have the Chargers winning the Super Bowl.
9 kids.
9 kids.
One more. They're double digits, buddy. I feel like they might be it.
That's over $900,000 in college.
How do you can afford that?
I was gonna say he can hit with his contracts he's had. He's fine.
He needs to manage that money.
He'll probably get another contract too.
If I was him, I'll put all of them in sports. Hopefully they can get some type of
I
scholarship.
guarantee you the boys will probably play quarterback. The girls will probably be in like U.S. women's soccer.
Probably. What if they all got like a full ride scholarships and they have to pay for any school?
The Rivers kids.
The Rivers kids.
Rivers kids.
That just sounds like they should be on some like old commercial from the 90s.
Man, if I was
the Rivers kids.
Do you ever think like, when these kids are acting, when they start crying, whatever, they complain, do you ever think he tells them to cry me a river?
Anywho, next topic, Dennis.
Kawhi me a river.
Wow.
That's like it. I would do that. If my last name was Rivers, I ask kids like that's all I would cry me a river. That's what I would tell them all the time.
Last topic.
Next topic, please.
That we're going over so we finished up the AFC South, the AFC North. schedule, we finished up the NFC East schedule. We're going to finish up today. We already did the Falcons schedule about, podcast about 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to finish the NFC South. We did the Falcons. Brian had the Falcons at 11-5, Adam at 10-6. We're going to finish up with the Saints, Panthers, and Bucks. And we're not going to take a long time doing this. We're doing 3 teams.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing 3?
We're doing all 3.
Oh, goodness. I'm just winging it.
That's what we're doing right now. Everybody's winging it. We're going to win it
Who are
together.
we starting with?
You know what?
The Panthers.
No, we start with the Bucks.
I have the Panthers screen them, so I don't care.
We should start with the Bucks.
That's fine.
It's not difficult.
Alright, who they playing first?
Hold up. I gotta make accurate records here.
See the Bucks? What'd I say? They're going 4-12.
I don't think it's
so,
bad.
so for the Bucks, we're literally just
No,
gonna
they might be extended.
we're literally just gonna go through the schedule for the Bucks.
Okay.
So week 1,
49ers.
49ers.
L.
Loss.
Yeah, that's an L.
So this okay. Yeah, I'm calling a loss too. Second game, Panthers.
L.
Who's at home?
Panthers. They're taking an L from me too. Third game,
They'll
New
beat
York Giants.
the Giants.
They're going to lose.
They're gonna lose.
I'm picking them to beat the Giants.
Fourth game,
L.
the Rams.
Next 3 games are L's. Let's be honest here.
I got them winning.
Rams, Saints, and Panthers.
I got them winning against the Rams.
Do you really?
Yes.
You're an idiot.
Trap game.
Trap game.
Trap game.
The troll game.
You said you got the winner, Drew?
Yes. Put me down for losses for next 2.
So week 5, Saints.
L.
Wait, who's at home?
The Saints.
That's definitely an L.
That's a win for me. They swept.
I've been to that stadium. I've seen the home crowd and
You
how
said
crazy
they
it is.
lost?
Yes.
Well, the Bucks swept them last year, so
They did do that. That is true. They'll come back with the vengeance this year.
no, they won't. Anyway,
Hey, Arizona signed Michael Crabtree.
Really?
oh no,
That doesn't change anything for me.
it does change a lot.
It don't change a lot for me.
So now on the field they got Larry Fitz, Michael Crabtree needs to stop driving the ball.
I'm really glad I traded Christian Kirk. Because now his value is even worse.
So Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, Larry Fitz, and Michael
Don't
Crabtree.
forget Arcega Whiteside.
And don't forget,
Yep.
oh yeah,
Yep.
And then I got Kevin White. Sorry, I had to say it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Kevin White.
They got Kevin White on the roster.
Oh, he's the first. DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're right about that. He was. Yeah,
I'm ain't calling that shit.
hey, week 7 I call window.
So week 6 they're playing the Panthers.
L.
I got them back to back wins right now.
When
Yeah, I mean, Drew, you might be right. They might be a bad team for me. Their record ain't looking too good for me.
Mine is just terrible.
I got them winning 2 games.
All right, everybody wins the next week. Week 7, everybody wins the bye week.
Loss. Put lost me. Put lost me.
I'm calling a tie.
Put lost.
No, I'm putting B for bye week. So week 8, they're playing the Titans. That's a good game.
I say
That's a good game for it.
Yes. I think they beat the Titans actually.
Loss.
I think the Titans are gonna suck this year.
I do too, but they're
I
not.
like
losing.
Mariota.
I don't.
I do. That's why they're gonna beat. That's why the Bucks are about to lose this game.
Didn't you just say they're gonna beat them?
No, the Bucks are losing this game.
No, I'm calling it a W.
The Bucks are losing this game.
Why I hate on them?
You said the Bucks are winning?
I just said that I think the Titans are gonna be bad this
You
year.
got Derrick Henry.
I hate Derrick Henry. He's so over hyped. It is ridiculous.
He is 6'3", 250.
Wonderful.
He's like
That's great.
He's like 235. Come on.
Looking it up.
He ain't even on the field right now. He's hurt.
He's not 250. He's not 250. If you think
Looking it up.
if you think he's 250 playing running back, you better.
Looking it up.
You think he's Mike Allstott?
Yes.
He look like Mike Allstott to you?
Yes.
Okay. Look at that. If I'm right, what do I get?
Nothing.
Bragging rights.
That's true.
Who cares about bragging rights?
Everybody. Bragging rights. Don't even try to get me started. You in your bragging rights.
Oh, we're talking about high up this 6'3". Wait, I ain't get to the weight yet.
I was right about the height.
247.
Okay.
So he's closer on
Yeah.
man. But guess what? He's not 250.
He is
Yeah,
right.
okay.
I was correct. He's not 250.
You said
I
235.
don't care. He's not 250. That's all that matters here. Week 9. The best team with the best jerseys, right? Seattle Seahawks.
I want
It's a
to
loss.
I want the Bucks to win this just because I hate the Seahawks and you just angered me.
It's a loss.
Loss.
Yeah.
Why you hate the
Smart
Seahawks?
man, Brian.
Huh?
Why you hate the Seahawks?
He hates the jerseys.
And they always kick her butt.
Have you not heard have you not seen? Have you not heard the podcast?
That was like 3 years ago. Yeah, something.
They're the reason.
He just mentioned it like last week.
They're the reason that the RG3 Blues need out.
Well, I mean,
It was actually Jesse's fault. He cursed them.
and the Ravens. Hello, Inada.
That's true. Well, I mean, he
I still remember the Monday night game, Deshaun Watson, when he tore his ACL. Or it was a Sunday night game. I can't remember Sunday night, Monday night. But somebody had just put up a quote on Twitter saying, what if Deshaun Watson tore his ACL? He tore it that night. And that person had to,
like the league
take
of
up
counting
the-
in.
because everybody was like, why would you say that? Look what you
Death
did.
threats are coming.
I was like, oh man. Ain't gonna find my address.
What week are we in?
Week 10.
Okay.
So week 10, Kyler Murray and the Cardinals are playing the Bucks.
I said the Bucks winning.
I said the Bucks lose.
I got the money.
Y'all talk about me being disrespectful sometimes. Y'all being more disrespectful.
If you wanna be honest,
Actually,
I'm like, come on now. This looks awful.
Yeah.
Like this looks tragic.
How many wins you got now?
I have them at 2. Y'all got them at 3. And both wins so far over the division opponents.
Give me losses and the rest of them.
Again, you're terrible. So week 12.
yeah, that's L.
Oh wait, week 11. Is that week 11?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Saints.
week 11. Saints
L.
win.
Loss.
Yeah, it was
They're sweeping them again.
Super Bowl prediction.
Week 12.
Chiefs and Saints.
Bucks at Falcons.
That's a good prediction,
Bucks at Falcons. Week 12.
L.
Bucks win here.
Yeah, Bucks win that.
Bucks always beat us one time. That always happens. And for some reason they like doing it and they don't.
Fine. Loss.
Oh, correction. They like doing it at their place. Nope. We win here. What'd you say?
Loss.
Loss? Brian?
Falcons lost. Lost against the Jaguars too.
I got them winning against Jaguars because I don't trust the QB.
I believe in Big Dick Nick.
Stop saying that.
I'm calling a win for the Bucks.
I think the Jaguars will go to playoffs this year, or maybe
We'll see.
Because of Nick.
because of Big Dick and DD Westbrook.
DD?
My boy DD. Hey DD.
DD.
That's my boy.
ADD. Week 14.
L.
Yeah, the Atlanta Colts. And the Bucks are at home.
Loss.
Yeah, it's a loss across the board there.
Denver's not that good.
Who?
Andrew Luck.
Anyways.
Anyway, week 15, the Bucks versus the Lions.
I say Bucks win this.
I think Bucks win this
I got them
too.
losing.
Yeah, the
Because they
way
got T.J. Hawkinson.
that's Dennis's
That's
boy.
my boy.
Yeah, that's Dennis's boy.
I love T.J. Hawkinson too.
I just want when we did the that's what helped me win the what's it called the draft.
Yep. TJ
Because
Hawkinson.
I called it. I was like TJ Hawkinson. They were like, oh, Jesse was like, oh, he's going to the Jaguars. I said, boy, Detroit's been talking about this man forever. He's going to Detroit.
We got the third time winning it.
It's my third time.
Y'all should just retire. Y'all suck.
I think I have the most wins. But yeah, so week 16, and it's terrible because I always do my draft as soon as I get to their house. That's what's terrible. I don't understand how I win.
The power of winging it.
You know that. I've seen it happen.
I saw it happen too.
Yeah.
Week 16,
L.
they play the Texans.
L. They gotta finish off with L's. Yeah.
I told you.
Nope, they're not finishing off with L's.
We ain't gonna beat the Falcons.
Yep. Week 17, they get on
Loss.
here. Brian.
L.
All right, Bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got them at, I got at 6 and 10. Boy, what is wrong with me?
I said you were being disrespectful earlier.
I'm being too generous.
Hey, Bruce Arians is a good coach. They got a good offense. The defense is still
Terrell,
garbage though.
Stay true. 4-12.
Wow, you didn't play that either. I know you didn't.
Huh?
You didn't play that either. That's perfect. That's kind of funny.
Brian. 4-12.
It's like I said.
All right, who's on next?
Panthers.
I got them going 6-9-1.
So you're calling a tie. Alright, I can't wait to see this tie. This one. He's all kinds of upset right now.
Week 1.
Yeah.
Rams, Panthers.
Tie. Joking.
He's gonna put it down too. You're like, alright, fine.
I got them losing.
Yeah, they're gonna lose.
They're going to win this game. Week 2, we already did this. Yep, so they win across the board. That's the Bucks. Week 3, they play the Cardinals.
Win.
I got them winning too.
I think they lose here.
As long as Cam's healthy, they're gonna win some games.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's okay.
Good game. Good game.
Hey,
Four.
whoa.
Deshaun Watson versus Cam Newton.
Lost.
L.
I think they win. Week 5, they're playing Brian's guy, the playoff team, the Jags.
Jags are winning this too.
I got them. You got the Yags winning.
I
I got the Jags winning.
I got the Panthers one.
I got the Panthers winning too. Only person I like on that team is Jalen Ramsey.
Week 6, they're playing the Bucks again.
He's gonna be gone.
So that means LLW. Week 7. This week 7? No, week 7. They're on a bye week as well. So everybody.
That's where I tie. They're gonna tie right there.
Thank you, Trey.
Yeah, you put him in peace with that.
If you ever call a tie correctly, I'll give you $500.
Oh, for real? Okay.
I remember this.
You're like, you know what? This game on Sunday at 4:25. This will be the tie right here. Week 8.
All right, let's shake on that.
I'm not shaking that.
Well, still, it's
recorded, yeah.
And you're my witness, Brian.
This isn't getting uploaded.
I still got a witness right here.
That's right.
My word means nothing. Week 8. The 49ers, Panthers.
I say Panthers win this.
I think they lose this one. Brian, we are really going opposites.
I got them winning.
They gonna win next week too.
Week 9 against the Titans. I think they're losing here.
Oh, John Wall said there's no John Wall without Bradley Bill.
How sweet.
You're right though.
You said winning?
Who?
The Panthers playing the Titans.
I got them losing.
Yeah, that's it.
Because Mariota's the GOAT.
And Brian, you said the Panthers are
Gonna win.
He's Hawaiian. All Hawaiians are cool.
He's cool, but he's not good.
He is.
Week 10, Panthers, Packers.
Packers gonna win
This
this.
will be a good game.
Oh, they're going to lose that. They going against the bad man.
They're at
That's a bad man.
a bad man.
Oh, mama.
Hey, mama.
Oh, mama, no. There he goes again.
Dude, that man.
Look at his belt. Not a discount. Oh, mom.
Mom. You don't do those commercials anymore.
I know.
I miss him doing that.
Yeah, but you don't ever
Yeah,
run
the
it.
Panthers are definitely losing here. They're not beating that man.
No.
Week 11, the Falcons, Panthers. They're at.
No, they're home.
What's
They're
the
home.
Panthers?
Panthers are home?
Yeah.
Okay, they don't lose that.
I think the Panthers win this game.
I think they lose it.
The Falcons like splitting a lot of games.
Yeah, they're going to win the next one.
Week 12, the Saints.
Loss.
Who's at home?
Saints.
They're gonna lose that.
Yeah, they definitely losing that game.
They are so good at home. They almost have it's almost a guarantee they win.
I know. I hate it. Week 13.
I think I have the Redskins. When we did the Redskins schedule, I think I had the Redskins beating the Panthers.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. We all did this beat.
I think I had them winning too.
I think I'm gonna stay with the win. I think the Redskins.
I'm not them winning too.
I say Redskins win.
I'm gonna have the Panthers lose.
I hope the Panthers win this game, so I'm gonna go with y'all.
I'm so hungry.
No way, Curtis Joe.
Wow.
Week 14. Panthers at Atlanta. Atlanta picks up the W here.
Oh, Atlanta's gonna get the L right here.
You said who's in that?
Atlanta.
Yeah, I say Atlanta loses too.
I will have choice words for both of you after the final.
Choice words.
Week 15.
They beat the Seahawks.
They beat the Seahawks?
No.
Yes.
Because I had them beating the Seahawks too.
Oh, so interesting. Panthers are home too. The Cams.
The Cams.
Bro, so we inviting this dude into the Dynasty League?
Yes.
Okay.
So week 16, they're playing the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling.
I got
Win.
them losing.
You look trouble, bro.
I am trouble. I say it loses.
In week 17, they play
No.
Mr. Secondary Mama. There goes that man, Drew Brees.
Actually, you know what?
And Alvin Kamara.
I give him a win. Because the Saints would be having playing backups at that point.
Oh, okay, really?
Yep.
Because I have them losing.
The Saints?
Oh, really? But yeah, who losing? You don't even know.
You don't even know.
I know. I got the Panthers losing.
You said they're winning?
Panthers are winning.
All right, so Panthers, for me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They go 7 and 9.
Probably, yeah.
Gerald, 1, 2, 3, 4.
6 and 10.
I don't want to talk about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 8. Okay, bro.
I think mine makes the most sense.
Last but not least, the
Just makes a lot of
best
sense.
team potentially in the league, the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
We,
Oh, for real? Oh, they're going 15-1.
Yeah, this is losing the Panthers last week. That's it.
all right, week 1 playing
Win.
We're playing the Texans,
Win.
Playing Texas?
yeah.
They're at home.
The Saints are at home. The Saints have a hard
I
start.
got them losing.
Right here,
Yep.
open it up.
Mm-hmm. Losing.
Okay.
Put L down, please.
He's shaking it
I'm
up.
so sorry. I was just asking a question. I think Saints win here.
The first 3 weeks, give me a W.
Wow.
A W. Give me a
You
W.
sound more of a Saints fan than a Redskins fan right now.
It's a Saints.
Who that?
Oh, so
Wow.
man.
Who that?
We don't think gonna beat them Saints.
Oh.
No.
You know what you have on right now? What's on your shirt?
Redskins logo.
So no more HTTR for you.
I'm HCTR the way.
No, all I heard
I
was
just said, who that?
I heard-
They're my second team. I'm gonna root for them.
Oh, because of Waterburger?
Well, we
I
did.
do love Whataburger.
Because of Waterburger?
I do love Whataburger. That's some good
I
stuff.
don't know, man. I think I see some black and gold in your veins right now.
That's not good. I need to go to the hospital.
So week 2, you're already saying win. Against the Rams.
Yep.
Disrespect. I got the Rams win this again. Even though the Saints will be pissed off from the last
Yeah, I
time.
got the Saints winning that. Yeah, I just remember that.
Saints will be pissed off from last time. But they're gonna lose again.
I say first 5 weeks, W.
I'm just gonna write it down. I ain't gonna question. I'm just gonna write it down.
Oh, man.
Week 3, playing the Seahawks.
Win.
They losing.
Wow.
You like them Seahawks.
I do.
I hate them.
They ain't beat my Falcons though. And you said the Seahawks are.
They win. Because they got
You
defense.
got Seahawks. Oh, the Seahawks.
No, Seahawks losing.
Okay.
They're losing.
Week 4, the Cowboys.
Oh, they beat the Cowboys.
Cowboys no Zeke. They beat the
right.
brakes off them.
Wait, who's at home? Because they
Saints. Saints winning.
oh no, the Cowboys did that last year.
Saints winning.
Are you going with your gut again?
My gut is right now telling me the Saints are going to win.
You said what?
Saints are gonna win.
Sorry. I don't know where I went somewhere.
Yeah,
I
I wasn't here.
I was on a journey.
That quest.
What quest were you on?
I don't know.
No, it's no.
I saw colors. Week 5.
A fireball.
Hey, Charles. Week 5. The Bucks and the Saints. What do we have?
Wait.
We already had. I don't have it marked down. Oh, you have losing right here. You had them winning. Yeah, right. I have one.
Yeah.
Week 6, playing the Jags.
Win.
Saints win.
Oh,
Now, you
that's
should- now, you
QB?
should- Now you should have just said.
What's the QB, Brian?
I had to think about it. I didn't know what Big Dick Nick was gonna do in this game, but
Can we censor him?
I need to censor him. You had Saints win?
Yeah, I got Saints winning.
Week 7,
this is where they lose. They lose
Chicago.
at Chicago.
425.
I got them winning.
You got the Saints win? I got the Saints winning too.
Why do I have them losing? Why do I have them losing to Texas?
That's your decision, buddy.
You got the losing?
Against the Bears.
Have you seen David Montgomery?
Yeah.
He looks like a dog. Yeah. Yep.
Grown man.
That's a grown man.
He's a grown man. I saw him going through them tackles. I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Montgomery." Week 8.
Win.
You play the Cardinals.
They also win week 9.
Okay.
Brian.
I got them winning.
Hey, Brian.
Your face, what?
I got them losing. You know why?
You got losing the Cards?
You know why?
Oh, week 9.
The Cards, yes.
No, they play Cardinals week 8. I said win week 9 too.
I'm talking week 8. We saw week 8, right?
Yeah, we're still week 8.
You know what? I take that back. No, they go.
The Saints gonna win?
I was gonna say JJ Osaka right side.
Oh,
It's gonna be an X factor.
Alright.
That's the reason.
Week 9.
I bet I'm still.
They automatically they win 2 games week 9 because it's a bye week for them.
I got them losing. Put an L down, please.
Gotcha. Terrell, you better stop after that. Week 10. Falcons, Saints. Lord have mercy.
It's at the Superdome.
That-
The Saints are gonna win that
That
game.
battle right there. Saints are
I got them losing.
winning. I'm glad somebody has faith.
Because you want Julio. You're gonna get hurt. It's like, nah. It's like, nah, I'm sorry.
I didn't hear you say it, so I wasn't even paying attention.
He said Julio Jones will get hurt.
Oh. Well, Dennis.
You put that out in the universe?
Yes.
right
He's gonna get hurt. He's gonna fire up the whole team because of his injury. Therefore, they're gonna win the
there?
game.
These Falcon fans are going to get you. You're done.
You gotta care about some fucking fans in Atlanta. And you don't only Falcon fan in Maryland.
That's a lie. I met plenty.
Where?
Anyway, oh yeah, all right, I think I got them. So the next game is the Bucks. I think I got. Yep, I had them losing here too. Had them getting swept.
Well, I mean,
You have the Bucks losing this game.
Yep.
Ryan has the Bucks losing this game. Week 12, the Panthers. I have the Panthers losing this game, which means the Saints win. We all had the Saints win. Week 13. All right. 13 season. They're at the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta.
Julio Jones comes back.
He comes back this week.
Yes, he comes back.
That's what you do, like pull his hammy or something.
Oh, hammy.
Little ham.
Yeah.
Little hammy ham.
Yeah.
I was winning here.
And they lose because Julio has a terrible game. He missed a game. He missed a touchdown winning catch. So they lose.
I love this.
Saints
Why are
win.
you just so disrespectful?
Saints win.
What did Julio have to do to you?
I know. Did he exited you out the playoffs last year? That is crazy.
I have nothing against Julio.
You said Saints win?
No, I hate Julio Jones because he's terrible. I drafted him and he was so inconsistent.
That's not our problem. Week 14. 49ers Saints.
Loss. Got them losing.
I say the Saints win.
I think the Saints win. Week 15, they're playing the Colts.
And they lose that game, actually. That's what I think.
They win this game too.
Wow. I got them winning.
Week 16, they play the Titans. That's yeah.
That's a win.
Nobody has to say.
Mariota, you my boy.
In the last game, Brian has them losing the last game. Jarrell has them winning. I have them losing. Tally.
I got them going, what, 14 and 2?
I got them going 10 and 6.
Wow. You're being disrespectful.
That ain't disrespectful.
I'm just counting the L's.
You're right.
I was looking at that.
It will be a lot quicker. 13 and 3 for Jarrell. 12 and 4 for Brian.
Wow, you're not much of a homer.
Remember Lamar Harrison? Yeah, we knew you were a homer. You talking about Chad Dukes? Oh, that interview was legendary.
All I know is that's enough for the division title right there.
Yeah, because you're the Falcons going 11 and 5.
Yep. Just enough. Which means that they might play the Saints week 1 in the playoffs.
Brian, remember I told you.
Saints will have a bye, huh?
Remember I told you my Super Bowl prediction?
Yeah.
My second team and your second team in the bowl.
That'd
The
be
second
awesome.
team bowl.
The second team. We had to watch it.
Who's your second team?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs, that's right. My second team's the Chargers.
I got Chiefs going 16 and 0.
No. Chiefs? No. That's not gonna happen. Not with that defense.
Chargers go 9 and 7.
Chargers not going 9 and
They're
7.
going 10 and 6, 11 and 5.
They gonna win that division.
No Melvin Gordon, 9 and 7.
Chargers win the division.
Over the Chiefs.
Yep.
With Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And Patty Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
The Golden Boy. The chosen one.
You okay? You getting closer and closer every time.
I'm just saying. He
It's not better to get back.
does another passes like it's nothing.
I know.
It's Tyreek Hill.
I think
Yeah, that's a new Madden feature.
Yeah, that's all. It's
Pretty cool.
he's the new Jason Williams and Jason Kidd.
It is.
But everybody, thank you. I gotta say that. I say to both the camera and the microphone. Oh, it's good. It's pretty. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Sports Outside the Box.
Not inside.
Not a hey. You just ruined it. You ruined my whole closing strategy. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Jerome.
That's it. Bam. Time to eat. Big G eat.